What's up you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mina and I make videos every Fridays, and today's video is going to be something that was inspired by Jesse the Reader, which is called the Love Triangle game. I will link his video down below. Basically the way it is that you have a jar or whatever filled with names of characters and you pick 3 out and it's a love triangle and you have to choose which 2 would make it out of the love triangle and be like OTP basically. So I have a jar right here. It's not a jar, it's literally the thing that my plants came in. I have enough names in here for 8 rounds, so we're just gonna pick out 3 names. We're gonna talk about them, which one I would ship and which one I would want to be endgame, and I'm excited about this. I haven't done a video like this in a while, so if you want a part 2, part 3, let me know. I tried to get an even number of girl characters and boy characters, but we might pull out 2 boys, 3 boys, 2 girls, 3 girls, I don't know, it just depends on what's gonna happen. And I tried to pick names from very different books for each character and like not repeat the series, if that makes sense, just to make it a little bit more interesting. And they're all obviously YA books and not all of them are series, so we're just gonna shake them in here. And we're gonna get started. So I'm gonna pick out 3 names. Let's do this one. And we're gonna open them and talk about them. The first name is Percy Jackson from the Percy Jackson series, obviously. The second name, second character, is Prince Nikolai from the Shadow and Bone series. And then the last one is Alina. Okay. Hear me out. So Percy Jackson, I haven't read that series in a very, very long time. And I don't know how his chemistry would work with either of the characters, if I'm being honest, from the Shadow and Bone. So Alina is Alina Starkov from Shadow and Bone, who is literally the main protagonist. She's the main character in the series. And Prince Nikolai is also in that series, and they actually had quite a few encounters. Not to spoil anything or any of that, but yes, Prince Nikolai ends up in his own series, in his own world, in his own different way, and Alina ends up with someone completely different. I still ship them. If you don't know that I shipped them for like the longest time, I will link my reading vlog for Shadow and Bone series down below. You will see how much I loved Prince Nikolai and Alina's chemistry together so much, and I just wanted them to be together so bad until I switched teams and saw the light. But I don't think Percy Jackson would have great chemistry with either of those characters, and I think Nikolai and Alina have so much chemistry, even if they end up with different people. I think for that period of time where we saw them together, they had a lot of chemistry together, and I really like them. So I would want Nikolai and Alina to be endgame. Pick 1 and 3. Okay, let's see, round 2. This is gonna go by really fast. I didn't expect it to. I'm struggling to open these. Okay, we have Mare from the Red Queen series. It's gonna be interesting. The second character is Bella Swan, and the third character, this is gonna be, who can handle either of those? The third one is Etienne from Anna and the French Kiss, who I honestly, to be honest, I don't think Etienne would be able to handle either of these women, because, you know, he's in a normal world, and he's in, like, just living his best life in Paris, and then you have Bella Swan, who's literally into vampires, and you have Mare, who literally could kill him, if I'm being honest. So I don't know how well that would work out. So I think because Bella Swan is really into danger and that type of lifestyle, and like she doesn't mind a near-death experience, I think she would be really great with Mare. I don't know that Mare would handle her though. So just for the sake of giving Etienne a peaceful life, and I love him so much, I'm just gonna ship Mare and Bella Swan. Obviously Bella Swan is from the Twilight series. If you guys don't know who Bella Swan is, I don't know where you've been, but she's from the Twilight series. She's the main character. Yeah, I'm gonna ship Mare and Bella Swan because Etienne is just living his peaceful life and I don't want him to be disturbed by either of these lovely women. But that's an interesting pairing to think about. If Victoria Aveyard wants to make that happen, that'd be great. I don't know that she could though. Okay. Round 3. Okay, round 3. The Darkling, Levi from Fangirl, and Inej from Six of Crows. I don't like that. Okay, I don't like that at all. So to be honest, I think Inej, it has too many morals, and her moral code is like really in there for her to go for the Darkling. I think the Darkling is like, sure, she goes for Kaz Brekker, but Kaz Brekker really is not as bad as the Darkling, like not even close. And I don't think Inej, her conscience would allow her to be with someone like that. And Levi is just living his regular life on a daily, you know, like I don't know why he would be with the Darkling. I don't think that the Darkling would be able to handle Levi. I think he would think he's silly and would probably murder him within the first 3 hours, if that. So I'm gonna ship Inej with Levi because I think Inej could manage being with a regular person, and I think Levi would maybe like Inej because he liked Kath, and Kath was the quiet, introverted type, and Inej is also the quiet, introverted type. So I think Inej and Levi would be probably the best match out of these 3. I don't think that the Darkling deserves to be with any of those characters, or any, really, to be honest. So that's that on that. Nova from the Renegade series. Leia from An Ember in the Ashes series. I literally blanked for a minute there. And then the third character is Cinder from the Lunar Chronicles. Okay, this is interesting. This is very interesting. I think, to be honest, like to be fully transparent, I think Leia and Nova, no, maybe, I don't know. This is tough because I feel like Leia and Nova would really get along because they're both like badass women. But Nova can kind of be childish and silly, and I think maybe Cinder and Nova would get along really well. Actually, I think Cinder and Nova would probably be the best pairing out of this because Cinder and Nova are both interested in like scientific fiction and like creating things and hydraulic presses and shit, and they were both written by the same author. So yeah, I think Cinder and Nova would probably get along best. I think Leia should stay with her baby boy. Yeah, I think Leia for sure. Leia and Cinder, or Nova and Cinder would probably get along the best because they have common interests and their worlds are kind of similar, and they're written by the same author, and they're both interested in like sciencey shit. So 3. We have Dorian from the Sarah J. Maas series that I can't remember the name of. Then we have Sarai from Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. And then we have Kenji from the Shatter Me series. Huh. It's very interesting. Okay, hear me out. So Sarai belongs with Laszlo. I don't want to see Sarai with anyone. Literally nobody. Not a single soul other than Laszlo. I think they're the rightest characters for each other. I think they belong together, and I don't want to see her or him with anyone else other than each other. So no, I think Kenji and Dorian would make a cute couple because they're both precious. I love them both. Mind you, I DNF'd this series after book 4. I'm not really sure, so I don't know anything that happens. I'm talking pre-book 4 Dorian and pre-ending Kenji, because I also haven't finished the Shatter Me series. I think they would be really cute together, and I think they would make each other laugh, and they would take really cute, like, they would take care of each other, and I love that for them. So I think Kenji and Dorian would definitely be the ship that I would go for. And I can't help imagining how cute and adorable they would be together, because they really would be cute together. So round 6. Okay. Feyre from Akatar by Sarah J. Maas. Prince Carden from the Cruel Prince series by Holly Black. Edward from Twilight. Okay. To be honest, I think maybe, I don't know that any of them would make a good couple, if I'm being honest. I really don't think any of them would get along. Maybe, okay, Edward is out of the picture because I can't imagine him being with either of these characters. So I'm gonna say Prince Carden and Feyre, but my heart is not really in it. To be honest, I probably wouldn't ship it even if it were a thing, because Feyre belongs with Rysand. Sorry if this is a spoiler, please. Prince Carden, I mean, I don't really like him all that much, like even after I finished the series. And I don't want him to be with Edward either, because Edward is like a vampire, and I don't know that they would get along, because they're both like not right for it. I don't know, this is tough. I'm gonna say Prince Carden and Feyre, because no, I'm not gonna ship any of them. Hot take, none of them go together. They would not get along. They would probably kill each other within meetings. So I'm not shipping any of them, because they're just not gonna go well together, because it's not right. Okay, it's not right. Okay, let's do this. This is round 7. We have Jace Wayland from the City of Bones series by Cassandra Clare. Okay. Triss from Divergent by Veronica Roth. America Singer from the Selection series. Okay, America is completely out of the running. I don't like her. I don't like who she is as a person. I didn't like her even at the end of the series, because she just did so much shit for everyone that just was not cute. I didn't like her in The Heir or the other ones that came out after the Selection series. I just don't like her. I don't think she would get along with Jace, to be honest, or Triss for that matter, because Triss actually, you know, has some thoughts in her brain. So I'm gonna say Jace Wayland and Triss, because that would be an interesting pairing. That would be an unlikely pairing that maybe is like an enemies to lovers type of deal, type B, I don't know, or like friends to lovers. I don't see them being friends, if I'm being honest. I think out of all of these three, I think the best pairing would probably be Jace and Triss, because they're both in a fantasy world where they have to basically save the world countless times over and over again. And I think they would get along on that part, and they both do shit that they shouldn't do and fall for people they shouldn't fall for. So I think they would have a lot in common, and they'd have like maybe a good friendship, if not a relationship. Does that make sense? We have Cassian from A Court of Silver Flames or Akatar by Sarah J. Maas. This is gonna be interesting, because I don't know who can handle that man. We have Peeta from The Hunger Games. Okay. And we have Hermione. Okay, this is not that bad. Okay, hold on. If you really think about it, Hermione and Peeta would probably make a cute couple. Okay? Hear me out. Cassian, nobody can handle that man other than Nesta. Alright? Nobody can handle him. Don't tell me any different. Don't argue with me. Go argue with your mother. I'm telling you, nobody can handle him. I would not be able to handle him. He's just too much. And he's special, you know? So I think Hermione and Peeta would make a really cute couple, because they're both kind and they're both loving and they both care about their friends, and they're both very, very loyal, and they're both traumatized. And though I love who Hermione ended up with, I think I wouldn't mind seeing her with Peeta. I think they would take care of each other, and they would be kind, and their kids would be the kindest kids I've ever seen and the most intelligent I've ever seen. I think that's it. And on that note, that concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had so much fun filming this video. If you want a part 2, let me know. If you have any characters you want me to add into part 2, let me know down below, because I think this was so fun and I would definitely love to do it again. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around, and listening to me ramble about book characters and love triangles for however long this video is. And I will see you guys again next week with another video. Always remember to keep your head, heels, and standards high, to treat people with kindness. And that's it. Bye, you guys.